Okay guys, like I said, we're now hanging from the sling on the engine hoist, and we've got some core plugs to put in. We've got this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. These two are water, and these three are oil. These are the lifter valleys, and this is the main galley. So let's set up and we'll get those in. Okay, once again, if you missed it, this is the 1.5-inch core plug. It is stainless steel. That's the Ford number if you're buying them. I got these from Riff Raff. They aren't cheap, but you only have to put them in once. Once again, our old favorite, number 2. We'll get a coat on this rim and then drive it in. Okay. Excuse the grandkids, they're outside playing. Alright. It's just like we did on the first couple videos where we drove these in. It's not a big deal. That's it. That's one. Get the other one ready. What I do is just set them in the hole so they'll stick to the compound, and then just set the mandrel in there and drive them in. Really not too difficult. There we go. Off the excess crap. Alright. That's the 2 waters. Now I gotta go find the ones for the oil and we'll put those in. Wow. After much digging, these are the little tiny plugs. I got them at Riff Raff, and that part number is right there. It says oil rail plug rear block. Tough to find. But they are also stainless steel, so let's get ready and drive them in. Okay guys, these actually have a stop at the end of the run. And I'm going to drive them in with an 11/32 socket on a 1/4 inch extension. I don't have anything this small. It'll work. Oh yeah, that's going in good. Alright. Good. Gosh, it took me 45 minutes to find these plugs. I had put them up so they wouldn't get lost. Yeah, well, that worked. Alright. Now we'll get ready to put this ring on. I'm going to take a green pad and just clean it up a bit, that's all. Oh yeah, that was all done. And then we'll start this ring up here. Alright. Well, it says in the manual that you're supposed to use a red sealer to lock this ring on. So that means it's got to be super clean. So a little bit of brake cleaner on the rag and get that on. Alright. Let's let me set up and get that started. And I gotta get the old flywheel out, a couple of bolts, so that we can drive it on. I'll show you easy way to do that. It's pretty simple. Stand by. Okay guys, last one for this end of the block. There's this threaded plug here. I just used that bolt that we made originally for the for those 5/16 plugs. There we go. That ought to do it. Okay, so this end of the engine is now plugged. Everything's plugged. So we should be good. Let's prepare the end plate. Alrighty. Okay guys, this is how the rear seal ships. It comes with the cover. There's the wear ring right there. You can see it moving around. It's supposed to be installed as a unit and with a special tool, but we're not going to do that. We're going to install it a little bit different. So we'll let me show you how to do that. Okay guys, it says to put a bead of permanent Loctite around this thing to keep it on. So there we go. We're going to start it by hand. And this is very good. Okay guys, if you're going to drive this on the way I'm doing it, notice there's a taper on this side. That's why I couldn't get it to start. Let's try it again. It looks like we're going to rent a tool to get that seal on, because it is not going. Okay guys, we tried to drive it on with the dead blow hammer. There's a problem with that. Every time you hit it, it swings just a little bit and the next blow drives it off. So I ordered a installer off of eBay. I would recommend you guys take a look at it if you do any of these on a regular basis, because it was $187 for a remover and an installer, and it also will uninstall the wear ring, which is pretty slick. So you can take everything off with the puller and put everything back on with a different combination of parts that they give you. It's a Caltran kit. That's the number. Part number is 499. Calvan, excuse me. So, let me set it up and we'll install the seal. We're going to put this cover on first, so let's get that done. And then we'll put the seal on. Then we'll put it back on the stand, flip her over, put the pan on. Finally. Jeez, it's been a long time coming. It's got a little dust on it. This is the back cover, goes on like that. I powder coated this side and painted this side. Because powder coat comes off in flakes and chips, whereas paint just kind of wears off. So if it's going to come off at all, it'll flake off. But I threw it in the oven and baked it at 120 degrees for about an hour and a half, so I don't think that paint's going anywhere because it's cured. Let me prepare it, put the silicone on this side, basically in this groove all the way around, a good bead on it, and we'll get her installed. After I wipe her down with alcohol to make sure there's no oil, and wipe this face down with alcohol to make sure there's no oil. Let's get it set up. Pretty straightforward, guys. Put a bead of silicone on it. Guide it to the pins. Slide it in. Put the bolts in it. Alright, let me set up a speed wrench and we'll zip them in real quick. Okay, it's an 8mm, so we're just going to spin them up. We'll come back in an hour and torque them to spec. Okay guys, this is the $4.99 kit, Calvin Tools kit. On the inside, it's pretty good quality stuff. It's made in Taiwan, so it's not Chinesium. It's actually real stuff. And it comes with this manual on how to set up each function you want to do. There's seal remover, wear sleeve removal, attaching the center plate, describing the seal housing, where to silicone it, how to just install the seal housing. Wear sleeve installer if you're just replacing that, and then as a unified piece, this is the one we're going to do. So I'm going to set this one up. I'm going to set this one up. This is the wear sleeve install. Didn't know I wasn't in frame, sorry. So we're going to set this up and get it ready. I can set part of it up and then we have to silicone the seal. We're waiting on the silicone to set up for the cover. So I just figured I'd take a look at this and let you guys take a look at it too. Looks like pretty good quality stuff. So once we get through, when we come back, we'll torque up the cover. Then we'll set this up and get her ready to go. Should be pretty easy. The problem with trying to drive that thing in with a hammer while it's hanging from a chain is every time you strike it, it swings just a tiny bit. I looked at the video. It swings just a tiny bit away from you, and the next hammer blow, yeah, it doesn't work. If the engine was in a truck where it's solid mounted, where it didn't swing around, yeah, you'd have no problem putting that seal on with this. Because I've done it before. It's not that big a deal. And the way we removed it was fine. But now that we got the kit, we can do all that. The next one I have to do will be relatively simple. I've used one similar to this at a friend's house, and it was pretty slick. So we'll give it a shot. I figured I've got another 7.3, and now my wife is looking for an excursion, a 7.3 excursion. So we'll have 3 of them on the property. So yeah, we'll need these tools eventually. So stand by. Okay, guys, time to torque them up. These get torqued at 15 foot-pounds or 180 inch-pounds. You know what? I'm going to set it for 14. we're good. That was pretty interesting. So we'll take these out. And then we'll prepare the seal, put it all together, get it in here. Yeah. So the way this thing works is this goes over the dowel, like that. Then I took two of the original flywheel bolts that are actually pretty long, cut them off so they could go in here. Because the flywheel bolts that came with the new clutch are shorter. But they've got bigger heads on them and won't clear this. They won't clear this side. I was going to say when you screw these in, you want them. I may actually take these bolts and let's see how they work. Yeah, see that point is sticking up. So I think what I'm going to do is take these bolts. Yeah. Well, this one actually, the flat is good. And, you know, it's supposed to be on there snug, so. I guess we could try that. Oh no, that looks, it's actually hanging up past that lip. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to take those bolts and grind the flats off back a little bit, and then we'll slot them and use a screwdriver with it. So, well, let me do that and we'll get back to this. So we took those two bolts, rounded them off on the grinder, and then cut a slot in them. First with a hacksaw and then with a angle grinder. So they'll work now. So, where were we? Alright, this goes on here, like that. Make sure you're in frame, okay. And then, these will not be a problem anymore. And of course they'll go in the box with the rest of the puller, so when we do the next one, we'll be all set. Oh yes, that's good. There's the stupid anchor. You know, actually, they could use a little bit more off of them. Let's take a good look. It'll probably sneak by there, but I would rather have it below. Take our time, do it right. Let's grind a little more off it. It won't take but a minute, so not a big deal. Stand by. Okay, guys, let me focus. Focus. All right. Yeah, ground it down some more. We'll see how they work. I think they're going to be fine. They were almost right on the money before. So we'll see how they fit now. You only have to make it one set, so it's not a big deal. These will be good for whoever uses the installer next. Whether it's me or my son. Or Just throw them in the box with a cord. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see they're actually, that's exactly what I wanted. I want them just below the surface. So they're good now. Alright. Let's set up the, let's get ready and set up the seal. I got a silicone the back of it, and I'll do that off camera because it's just siliconing. So we'll put this together. I think I might try to get the camera just a little closer so we can see better. Stand by. I think that's a better view. If you'll remember, we took the wear sleeve out to try to put it in manually. If you'll notice, there's a taper on this side for the seal to slip over if you ever have to take it out. And there's also an inside taper on this side to go on. Make sure when you put it back together, if you took it apart, that you get these. If you get them reversed, it's not a big deal, but it's going to be hard to get it on because this will actually self-center it. And this one is in case you ever have to just replace the seal where the wear ring is good. It'll allow it to slide up over. And also when you put it back in, make sure this lip here, let's see if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. This lip is not folded over because it's real easy to do. Just work it in slow and you'll be fine. That's the one good thing about putting it in this way as a unit. It's together already. You're just going to mount it. So pretty slick. Let's get it ready. Once again, silicone and our red thread lock. Let's line up our dowels. Huh? Let's see. Yep. The dowels only line up one way, so. Alright. Now, let's put this all in. The way this says to do it is these two pieces are together and you use the nut to push it on with. You thread this in. I thread it until it stops. It's going to butt up against the crankshaft. There it is. And then we're going to spin this thread up. Let me get it. Drive it on. Let's crank her up, see what she does. Line up our dowel pins. Oh, I have to loosen it up to do that. Okay, loosen it up. I think that's about it. Okay, our dowel pins are lined up. Oh, we're turning the engine over. Oh, I can't go. You didn't know. We're almost in, so. There we go. before I go. Let's see.
It's really hard to tell. Oh, well, that didn't work out very well.
Oh, jeez. We're gonna have to go buy a new seal. Come on. You know what I think I'm gonna do? Since it's $50 a whack for a seal, I think I'm gonna use all separately. Yeah, we screwed up. I'll show you. Doesn't look good. Well, it's actually not coming off. Oh boy. Yeah, the wear washer didn't go on straight. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Stand by. Okay guys, it went in cocked, and as you can see, that's the result. So that one's no good. We're gonna have to go buy a new seal. Live and learn. First time using this type of tool. I've used one similar to it, but first time on this one. We'll get it right. Okay guys, we're gonna put this rear seal in. Already got the cover in, it's set up. I'm gonna put these in hand tight. This is the installer. Right. Okay. Now. I'm assembling the rest of the installer here. Let me get the seal ready, and I already ruined one. I don't need to ruin another. All right. now I'm going to record, so. Okay.
Yeah. I put it in the title to charge it when we were at the liquor store, so I figured it was in there. Get on in there. You want to put those prints on this camera? Oh, in his picture. Is that what you're doing?
Okay, it's going on smooth this time. I'll tell you what, it is tight though. It is not on your way yet. So, let's get another runner. Let's see if we can. It is not on. Why is it so tight? I'm gonna take it off. Oh God, it's crooked again. It is not on there. My bolts are in the way. There we go. Alright. She is in. Not exactly the top-notch way to do it, but it is in. We'll make sure it's down all the way. Okay. It has to be below the surface. When the flywheel hits on, it has to hit square, so we're good. Put some bolts in.